Bienvenidos a Ibiza, or Ibiza. I just took the boat from Formentera, a smaller island just south of Ibiza here. So there are various ways to pronounce the name of this island. Basically, there is the Spanish pronunciation, and the English pronunciation tends to be more Ibiza. I flew to Ibiza here 4 days ago, took a boat like this one to Formentera, stayed there 4 days, had a really nice time. Yesterday was a really epic adventure. I will post a video down below if you want to check out Formentera Island, which I definitely recommend. And I now have a hotel for 2 nights here, somewhere on the other side of the hill there. You can see the big fort, very spectacular. So I got to get over there and drop the backpack, but first I am hungry for some breakfast, which I have right here. All sorts of stuff in here. So I'm going to find a spot to take a seat, relax for a bit, munch on this, and then get over to my hotel, check in, and then we'll do some wandering and see more of Ibiza here. Looking forward to it. The sun is shining. That is good. It's been a bit cloudy and chilly. Very variable spring weather here, May 24th. But things are looking good. All right. Let's find a good spot to chill out for a little bit. A plane taking off there. There is an airport here on Ibiza. Found a good spot. Obviously, performances happen here. So, first, cup and spoon. That is going to be very important. Kefir, or liquid yogurt. Pretty much the same thing. Cheese, Gouda. Some kind of little sweet biscuit things that I had before, and they're okay, not amazing. Guacamole, salsa, milk, granola, so that's the main thing, and then crackers to go with the cheese. It's raining. Luckily it waited until right when I was finished with my breakfast there and had just gotten packed up. My hotel is about a 20-minute walk away. I might just walk it. Well, it will depend on what happens with this rain. If it goes away, I'll walk it. If it keeps going, I'll catch a taxi. In the meantime, I thought that I would mention about the boat, the ferry over to Formentera. You can see there, Balearia. So when I went from Ibiza here to Formentera 4 days ago, I took a Balearia ferry. I booked both of my ferry tickets online, ferryhopper.com. Pretty easy to book it there, and then you know that you got it. Otherwise, you can just go to a tourist office in town, or even just go to one of the ticket offices for the ferry probably 15 minutes before the ferry goes, and most likely, especially at this time, then you will get a seat on the ferry. It was not full at all. So 29 euros, and then there I can see Trasmapi, that boat going across. That was the company that I used for the ferry today, just now, coming back to Ibiza here. Okay, let's step out there. The rain has kind of slowed down for now. See what happens here. So I thought that I would mention a little bit more about pronunciations. So Paris is, of course, not pronounced Paris by Parisians, it is Paris. Budapest is Budapest. Copenhagen, I never quite figured out. The country of Finland is not called Finland by the Finnish, it is Suomi. So point being that many place names are just pronounced differently in English versus the local language. And so it's just kind of a little conundrum as a travel vlogger trying to decide how to pronounce places, whether to go with the local name or the more English name. But for me, pronouncing it Ibiza just doesn't quite feel right. That sounds like me trying to have a Spanish accent or something. Okay, let's walk into the Old Town here. See if we can get through to where I'm trying to go. This way. It is basically exactly opposite side of that mountain. And the fort walls.
Steve?
You can see people up there. I definitely want to get into the fort, but not with this backpack on. Looks like this is the way into the fort. But I'll have to come back. Let's start walking and probably catch the next taxi that comes along. So we have what looks like some kind of ancient ruins and some caves there. Some blocks, probably Roman by the looks of it, so definitely got to check that out. But looks like I'm walking it. It's only about 8 minutes further and going downhill now. So, a very quick room tour. 82 euros or $88 US. Not cheap, not big. No refrigerator, which is a bit of a shame considering that I have cheese, milk, and yogurt. But clean, seems pretty quiet. Attached bathroom, and it was genuinely one of the cheapest rooms available. So Spain is just not particularly cheap, and especially Ibiza, even in the off season. All right, going to chill here for a couple of minutes and then get out there, head up to the castle and those ancient ruins there. Some good looking dishes here. Might have to come back here later tonight for dinner. Sabor Latino, so I'm not sure if that means Spanish dishes or maybe from the Americas. They are definitely a bit unique. That does look like paella there. Ooh, I recognize that one. That is from Colombia. That is one of my favorite dishes ever. Beans, eggs, avocado, meat, like that is all my favorite stuff in the same place. Anyways, there's my hotel. Vibra Villa. Sun is coming out. So the first thing is to show the beach, which is, boom, Right there. So clearly this is a big chunk of what you're paying for at that hotel is the location. A 30-second walk and you're right here in the middle of things. Really nice beach. I'm sure that those places are even a fair amount more expensive. It is quite a different scene here from Formentera. A whole lot more happening. Topless sunbathing is in effect here, a European tradition. So the plan for today will be to just cruise around the main town of Ibiza here, show the scene, have a mellow day, and then tomorrow most likely get a bit further out, see some more of the island. I definitely want to get up onto the Fort Hill there, so I will circle back around in a minute. Let's wander through the town here. So why is this beach completely vacant? This one seems just as nice as the other one, and yet nobody on it. Strange. Puig des Molins was the cemetery of the city of Ibiza during ancient times. It is located 500 meters south of Puig de Vila, where the city was located since its foundation in the 7th century BC. In Punic times, from late 6th to the middle of the 4th century, the cemetery grew considerably due to the city's development, reaching more than 5 hectares. Graves were distributed along the northern slope from the summit, which is the cemetery's ancient physical limit, to the plain located at the bottom. So this is a very, very historic site here. An ancient necropolis, almost 3,000 years old, unfortunately closed due to adhering to the Spanish hours of being closed in the middle of the afternoon, and it doesn't open later today, not open until tomorrow. So we'll see, maybe tomorrow I will come check it out, because I'm very curious to see, especially if you can go down through that gate there underground, and then those caves and Phoenician tombstones, I guess, or could be Roman from a later era after the Phoenicians. Very cool. All right, let's get up on top of the castle there. And so here we are. I guess there are several different entrances into the castle. Very impressive walls. And very beautiful flowers. And what have we got here? Yep. Gateway into the ancient fortress. Okay, looks very nice already. It is a good-sized city. Let's get higher up. Cavalier Saint-Luc. Cavaliers were raised fortifications which enabled optimum use to be made of artillery fire. The Saint-Luc Cavalier is a complementary fortification designed by the engineer Antoni Saura, which was built on top of the Saint-Père bastion at the end of the 16th century. The artillery situated here could fire over the bastion at the enemy approaching the wall. Interesting. The drop box was a defensive feature similar to the medieval machicolations. It consisted of a protected opening or balcony situated at a height from which gate or entry point could be defended. From here, the defending soldiers could throw or fire all manner of objects or projectiles at the attacking forces. As they approached the gate, the Saint-Luc drop box protected the outer gate of the Portal Nou. Okay, I guess this is it. Yes. I guess that is where I entered and didn't realize that I was risking my life of being, attacked by a big rock or whatever. It is quite a trek up here. There is the necropolis out there. This fort is absolutely massive. So I was here once before in December of 2016, and so it was just totally quiet here. I remember being on the fort somewhere, but maybe I didn't go all the way up to the top. I forget, but I didn't quite realize how just tremendous and phenomenal this fort area is. Not only the fort, but the amazing old town, all these classic old homes and nice parks. So I'm going to walk down into the old town there again, and then head for the port, and that will kind of be the conclusion of the tour, I think. Oh, and so about the pronunciation, then there was a European guy talking on the phone just a few minutes ago. I didn't catch which language he was speaking. I just heard like half a sentence, but he said Ibiza, although he said it Ibiza. So not Ibiza, not Ibiza, but Ibiza. So here you have 3 different boats that capture the main options for getting from Ibiza here to Formentera Island. I saw all 3 of these companies online as well when I was searching on ferryhopper.com. So you have Mediterranea, Pitiusa, Trasmapi, and Balearia. And then here you have a beach city boat, city sightseeing from the sea. So that's a cool way to get around. Ibiza town, Playa de Figueretas. I'm wondering if that's near where I'm staying. It looks very similar. And then Playa de Embosa. Both look very nice. Yes, there we go. So that's where I'm staying. Figueretas Beach. This is pretty much going to do it for the tour. I am kind of tired out. It's getting hot. I'm thinking about taking a seat somewhere, relaxing, get out of this direct sunlight, even though it's nice to see the sun shining. But you get the idea. It is a popular, fairly large, very touristy, and very picturesque city as well, especially that view of that incredible castle fort. I think that's gonna do it. So more coming from Ibiza tomorrow. Hasta luego.
Se ce lo prendi.